What's up, everybody? My name is Godzi, and welcome back to another episode of Wonderful Everyday. Last episode, we learned how Tomosane came into existence and why he just suddenly appeared during that scene when Takuji got more or less raped by Numata and Nishimura, which was not a very fun scene, but that viewpoint of it is actually very cool. I liked it a lot. I think it's clever. So now we are at class, so it's time to continue reading, I guess. I ended up going to class. Apparently attending class was my job this time. If you ask me, one of the other two should be going to class and doing other boring stuff like that. I especially don't want to waste my time going to class since I'm fated to disappear anyway. But at least there aren't any afternoon classes on Saturday, so it's not all bad. The meal Hasaki made me for lunch was gone too. Apparently someone ate it that morning, either Mamiya Takuji or Yuki, since both the lunchboxes were empty. Hasaki's lunchboxes are way too small. Okay, it's still first period. I looked at the clock. It was still pretty early. I'm gonna be hungry before dinner time. And someone ate my dinner, too. I'm pretty sure Hasaki said she would be home late today. It's strange that Master would only call for Hasaki to work at Hakushu. Usually he calls me or Yuki when he needs someone to wash dishes or clean the shop. Well, either way, Hasaki will be late. It's been a while since I've been able to do that. I hadn't done it in a while, so I had a lot of energy built up. This was the first chance I'd had in a while. That voice. When I left the school building, I heard them talking in the rear courtyard. I could only hear a few words like "finish it" and "let's go," but I could tell right away what they were doing. I just want to ignore them and go home, but I hopped over the fence. Uh-oh. Oh. Yo. Huh? No way! Mamiya-kun. My perceptions aren't altered like Takuji and Yuki's are. I heard their words exactly as they said them. Takuji, not Yuki or Tomosane. Which just means that my perceptions don't need to keep secrets from me. Well, I'm glad I don't have to deal with that crap. What's up? He's shitting bricks. That can only mean one thing. Bingo. They were hiding and whispering about something. These guys are a pain. Nah, nothing in particular. Do I need to have something in particular to talk about? If you'd like, I can make a problem for you right now. Oh, no. Just now, you guys were talking about going somewhere, weren't you? Oh, not at all. Deke! And I heard you were going to finish something. When I punched Nishimura, the other two winced in fear. They bullied Mamiya Takuji so much, but they rolled over like dogs once I beat them up a few times. They're weak. That's the only way to describe them. So, what were you talking about? Sorry, we were, looking for you, Mamiya-kun. Looking for me, huh? Oh, well, we got some good stuff. We thought maybe you'd want to get in on it too. Good stuff. Yeah, good ice. I see. Some good ice, huh? It was really expensive. The crystals are pure white. Pure white crystals. Ice is a euphemism for meth. They also call it Tina, or glass. There are a lot of nicknames. I didn't care to know, but I learned a lot of dumb shit like that hanging out with these guys. They call it a white powder, but most of it doesn't really look like white powder. At least, I've never seen any like that. Apparently it's colorless and transparent if the purity is high, but the kind of stuff that gets sold in the city isn't white because of the impurities. The color changes depending on the impurities. It can even be yellow or pink. Most drugs go through quite a few different hands before they reach the individual sellers. The adulteration happens as it passes through all those different hands. And to dilute the water even more, the end sellers cut the drugs before they sell them. Apparently they add anything they have at hand that looks like white powder, even though they have no scientific knowledge about the drugs. Sugar, salt, Sometimes even chalk is mixed in. Apparently it burns like crazy if you add sugar. I've heard stories of people whose meth exploded when they lit up, getting in their eyes and everything. That happens when their meth is cut with salt. And sometimes even poison is mixed in. If it's cut with a lethal poison, they call it a terror hit. And if the adulterant just gives you some side effects, they call it a bad trip. But it's apparently not very common for meth to be cut with actual poison. Meth is one of the tools of the trade for a lot of people in the business, so anyone who sells meth cut with anything poisonous might be disciplined to control the quality of the market. Because of that discipline, the quality is fairly high. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. The only reason I learned all this stuff is because I hang out with these guys. Oh, really? Good ice, huh? Yeah. Give it all to me. What? You were planning on doing it without me, weren't you? I told you to give me all of it. Didn't you hear me? But... hey! What, Shiroyama? Oh, nothing. The flame of resistance flared up in Shiroyama's eyes for a moment. But once he met my eyes, that flame disappeared. He had the most backbone of all these losers, but now look at him. What is it, Shiroyama? If you have something to say, look me in the eyes and say it. I didn't say anything. Well, after I hurt him that bad, I don't blame him. The first time I met him, I beat him bloody, and I've nearly killed him on a few other occasions too. Because he tried to get revenge on me several times. Though he failed every time. He tried to jump me in a back alley once too. Even an amateur doesn't give many opportunities to get ambushed though. People are instinctively wary of walking through dark and deserted places. Unless they were drunk, anyone would notice footsteps behind them in the dark. And I'm more careful about listening for footsteps behind me than most people. If the footsteps slow down when I do, I can tell. That alone is enough to stop them from ambushing me. Maybe it would be different if they could fly or something. A stun gun or something wouldn't matter though. I've seen Shiroyama break someone's leg without hesitation before. And there was one time when he got a bunch of people together and surrounded me late at night. But there were less than 10 people. They had knives and stun guns. It was a pretty good plan on his part. Even a dumbass could think of something like that though. Of course, I ran away at full speed. It'd be stupid to fight them head on. I was confident in my running speed. It's not my arms, but my legs that make me strong in battle. They slowly split up. They were too focused on chasing me, so they didn't even notice that they weren't moving together. I turned and butchered the closest man. I hit him with my entire body weight, knocking him out in a single blow. I picked up his knife and threw it at the second guy. He probably didn't expect me to throw it. He fell on his ass right there. I put my boot in his face since he'd offered so nicely. I felt the unique sensation of teeth breaking under my heel. I got a metal pipe from him. In reality, a metal pipe is a far better weapon than a knife or a stun gun. The length is more important than the lethality of the weapon. I used my new weapon to take out my pursuers one by one. In the end, it was 4 versus 1. I wouldn't lose to 4 amateurs even without a weapon. The end result was a one-sided beatdown that was even more brutal than usual. I stabbed a knife through Shiroyama's right hand to teach him a lesson. I stabbed Numata right in the ass as he tried to run. That was the last time Shiroyama tried to resist. After that, he devolved into a man who only fears me. Well, part of that is because I hurt him so badly, but that was his own fault. He did something disgusting to my body, even if it was Mamiya Takaji's personality at the time. I couldn't hurt him enough to pay him back for that. I see. Is that whole scene the reason why Tomosane is so homophobic then? Or at least is semi-prejudiced against them, if nothing else? Because I was told in the comments a couple episodes ago that his homophobia is going to be explained eventually. So I don't know if it's just that, or if there's going to be more to it, or something else. But I guess I'll see. Is this everything? Yes. He gave me 1 packet of the stuff. It didn't look like enough for them all. I made them empty their pockets and search their stuff, but I couldn't find anything. So, are you done? Yeah. Numata turned to run. Huh? Hey, Numata! Huh? Take off your shoes. Huh? Do it already. I made him take off his shoes right there. He was walking funny, like he was protecting something. I checked out his shoes, but there was nothing in them. There's nothing there, right? I rolled up the cuffs on his pants. There was an unusual bulge in one of his socks. What is this? I punched him, but not hard enough to hurt my hand. I got 3 more packets from Numata's socks. Gross. 3 packets of white powder. Naturally, they were more packets of drugs. You have quite a lot of this stuff, huh? We've really splurged this time. Numata laughed weakly. The blood poured out of his nose. Splurged, huh? For this powder. Well then, I'll be confiscating this. Huh? What? Numata tried to say something, but I was already leaving. At the current prices, each of these 0.3 gram packets would sell to the end consumer for over 10,000 yen each. Put together, there was easily over 30,000 yen worth. So that's about... like 100 yen is $1, so that's $300. Wow. Roughly. I couldn't complain about that. I flushed the toilet in the smelly bathroom stall. Oh, you're not selling it back? Okay. You're just getting rid of it. Okay, fine. The packets all went down the toilet along with the water. It was hard to flush the unopened packets since they had air in them. I finally got them to flush along with some toilet paper. These public restrooms always smell like shit. Wonder why. I disposed of the drugs I took from Numata and Shiroyama in a nearby restroom. It was only natural. I wouldn't want to get stopped by the police while I had that stuff in my pockets. I always get rid of any drugs I confiscate right away. I'm only taking it from them to cause them pain, not to use it myself. I never planned to use any of the drugs myself. I can tell there's already something wrong with Mami Atakuji's brain. I don't even want to imagine what would happen if I started doing drugs too. I used to take them home and throw them away in the garbage at my house, but lately I've been getting rid of them as soon as I can. Anyway, I'm bullying them as much as I can. I'm taking my revenge on them before I disappear. Did I imagine that? Oh well. I should get going. Imagine what? I knew it. He's not an amateur. I felt a bit uneasy, and I was sure of it by the time I went into the station in Suginomiya. I let my guard down because there are so many people in Suginomiya. This is probably because I've been targeted by Shiroyama and his thugs so many times. I can always tell when someone's watching me. It's just a matter of practice. I dashed into a side road like I was running away. Then I turned and stopped just around the corner, and waited. Oh, hello. Ugh! Who's this man? A man quickly followed me around the corner. It was a street just off the main road, and no one else was around. Because of that, it ended up being just the two of us staring at each other in an alley. My pursuer froze for a moment and then looked away. Which means he's not a cop. Though I suppose a cop wouldn't trail me like this. A cop would have stopped me when I went in the restroom, or right after I came out. My pursuer tried to walk away with a calm gait that was obviously feigned. But... hey, do you think I'm just gonna let you walk away? Huh? What do you mean? Eek! A knife? Bingo. I cut open the bottom of his bag and a camera fell to the ground. Oh, okay. What's this big camera for? Not like you can go bird watching here in the city. Oh no, I'm a paparazzo. I just got back from my favorite idol's concert. So what do you do with those ugly sunglasses? Go peeping through the window? It was hard to see through his long hair, but his sunglasses had unusually thick frames. Sunglasses with a built-in camera, the kind detectives and the like use. What are you, a detective? Who hired you? Huh? Gah! You think I'm gonna let you run? I locked his arms behind his back and pushed him to the ground. I could break both his arms as if I put my body weight on him and bent his arms just a few more inches. Ow! 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 Who are you? Why are you following me? Sorry, I'm a photographer. I do landscape picture. Ow! 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 You were looking at the scenery. You were following me. I looked through the rest of his belongings. I found a notebook. I thought he was a detective or something at first, but I knew he wasn't when I saw that notebook. Are you a reporter? For a newspaper? No. This employment card says it's a magazine. Your name is Kimura Nobukatsu, is it? Ooh, okay. So, what were you looking for, Kimura-san? Oh, I was writing about today's youth culture. You mean you were investigating drug addiction, right? Bullseye, huh? I'll be confiscating this camera. No way! How about you just delete the pictures? I'm sure you can restore them. Alright, then just take the memory card. Well, okay. I let go of his arms. I knew you were strong from when I scoped you out. That's amazing. You must have experience with martial arts. Oh, so you want to interview me now that you lost your pictures? Don't say that. After investigating you, I have to say I'm incredibly interested in you personally. Are you trying to butter me up? Don't you think something like that is just gonna tick me off? Wait a second. Sorry. I was serious. Your actions are really mysterious. Do you have a death wish? Wait, at least let me say this. Say what? Why did you throw away the drugs you took from them? Huh? You little bastard! How do you know that? Hey, no way, don't get mad. It doesn't hurt you though, does it? Huh? You haven't done any of the drugs. There wasn't a single empty packet. All of them still had the drugs in them, and you just threw them away. Exactly how long have you been following me? I just happened to see it. You just happened to see it while you were going through my garbage? And you tried flushing them down the toilets, but they didn't all flush. Those air-filled packets don't flush very well since they float. You searched my toilet? Yeah, you go to the toilet every time you get any drugs. At first, I thought you were doing the drugs in there, but then I discovered a packet that didn't flush. Since then, I've been using a plunger to investigate what you flushed. I've recovered quite a lot of them. Really now? Yeah, that's why I was curious. I wanted to know why you would do that after going through all the trouble to get those expensive drugs. Alright, I understand. You understand? Yeah, it looks like you know too much. What? Wait, did I say too much? Yeah, way too much. Your face is really scary. You're not thinking of killing me, are you? Yeah, that's the plan. Eek! Ah, my SLR! SLR? Also, this thing looks ridiculous. Not my camera sunglasses! Don't ever come near me again. You show no mercy. If I ever see you again, you're dead. Okay, understood. Kimura's wristwatch flashed bright like a flashlight. Ah! The light was seared into my retinas. He still had another camera, huh? He looked like a fool, but I'm sure there's a reason why he was investigating me. Kimura Nobukatsu, huh? I should be careful from now on. He's dangerous. If I see Yuki, I should warn her too. And Mami, nah, forget about him. Mami is in the most danger, but I can't just go and warn him about every little thing. Either way, from now on I should only confiscate money from those guys, not drugs. Taking their drugs away causes more psychological damage since it's so much harder for them to get, but I don't have much of a choice anymore. Personally, I don't give a shit if I get caught, but I don't want to drag Yuki down with me. If Yuki got caught, Hasaki would be upset, and that's the last thing I want to happen. Wonder what that guy's deal really is. I drank a can of tea I had in the fridge to calm myself down. The cold tea pricked at the back of my throat and made my head hurt. But to me, even that pain felt good. That helped cool my head a bit. I haven't had one of these in a while. I opened the top on a cup of ramen. A lot of crap happened, so it took longer than I expected to get home. The sun was already setting. It wasn't dinner time yet, but I made myself some ramen anyway. It was salty. Well, the taste doesn't really matter. Oh, it's boiling. I came back into the kitchen and poured the kettle of boiling water into my ramen. I looked at the clock. It was already after 5. Hasaki still wouldn't be home for a while. She said she would be working at Hakushu late tonight. Her job there usually ends around 10 o'clock. If I include the time she'll spend walking home, it'll be more than 5 hours until she gets home. Heh. A little giggle found its way out of my mouth. No one will be in this house for quite a while. I'm alone in this house. It's been a while. Maybe I can do that again. Hasaki won't be home for... I can... You can what? I put in the CD I bought. My heart rate increased. This isn't like me. The video game started up. What? That's what you're doing? I can play video games. When I'm alone, I can play games without worrying. I haven't heard this sound in a long time. I'm not an egghead like Yuki, who always comes home and immediately sits down to a book. I only read books to kill time when I have nothing else to do. Games are way better than books. If I could, I'd like to play handheld games when I'm at school. I've actually tried bringing handheld games to school before. But whenever I went to play them, the batteries were dead. That's probably... No, that's definitely because Mamiya found the games and played them until the battery died. I did it dozens of times too, but I never got to play any of the games. God damn it! That bastard. Every time I charge it up so that I can play games, he always plays them for hours on end before I even get a chance to try. At this point, I'm pretty sure he's doing that on purpose to bug me. Whenever I finish charging the handheld and excitedly put it into my bag, my consciousness blacks out. And then before I know it, the batteries are dead. Every time I feel that desperation, it makes me want to kill that bastard. I must be destined to hate every single thing about Mamiya Takuji. For the record, Mamiya Takuji actually owns a lot of games, but most of them aren't the kind of stuff I play. Most of them are so-called gouge. I don't know what that is, which I'm not really interested in. Though I guess he does have a few games that I do like. I just don't really feel like playing any of them though. I mean, why would I? He always pirates his games online instead of buying them. Ooh, scum. I can't stand that. It bothers me so much I want to kill him for it. Not that I'm someone who should be giving a lecture on morals. Fair. I just instinctively hate him. Apparently I find every single thing he does irritating. He's such a pain in the ass. Seems like Yuki doesn't hate Mamiya, but I really don't understand why. Someone like him might as well just die. There aren't very many things in this world I hate as much as him. There's not a single good thing about him. Either way, I can't play games at school. And I can't play games in the house either. Especially not console games so used to TV. Hasaki will be at Hakushukyo all night. She said her shift would last until late tonight. Which means I can play games today without worrying about anything. If Hasaki ever sees me in the living room, she always shows interest in what I'm doing. She always comes and bothers me. Which is why I can't play games when she's around. I see. Whatever. Let's have some fun tonight. It sure has been a while. I'm home! Why?
Oh, Tomo-san, there you are. I thought you weren't around because you didn't respond.
Why? Why is she home so early? Didn't she say she was working late? Can't believe she came home the second I finally turned the game on.
Is that a game?
Yeah.
That's rare.
Hasaki, weren't you supposed to be working late?
No, well, it was a special job, so it didn't take long. We finished up sooner than I expected.
A special job? Not like it matters to me, I guess.
And why are you eating that?
Okay. Hasaki grumpily sat behind me.
What about the lunch I packed?
No, I ate it, but I was still hungry afterward.
But I bought ingredients and hurried home just so I could make you dinner.
You told me you wouldn't be home until later.
I said I might not be home until later. I never said I definitely wouldn't. Isn't it awfully early to be eating cup ramen?
I just got hungry is all.
Really?
Nah, what a pain. I started talking less and focused on the game instead of Hasaki.
So, what kind of game is it?
How long is she planning on sticking around? The conversation is over. Shouldn't she go back to her room or something? I suppose I could stop playing. No, then she would probably just complain. Damn it, I always make sure not to play video games around her because I don't want to get involved with her. Why is she going out of her way to sit here with me? Humph. What should I do now? I'm sure Hasaki will be pissed if I tell her to get out. Hasaki never listens to any direct orders I give her. If anything, giving her orders has the opposite effect. What would Yuki do in a situation like this? Yuki would probably just ask Hasaki to play with her. The other one. The next person to come to mind was the person I hated most. Mamiya Takuji. He always does things to piss people off even if he doesn't intend to. He would do something that Hasaki didn't like, or maybe he would just leave the room. In this situation, does that mean that I should learn from Mamiya Takuji's example? And that's it. The strongest gust of wind will fail to take off a person's coat, but the warmth of a sunny day will accomplish it easily. In other words, I have to make her want to leave the room. So I should say something to gross her out. That could work. Oh, great. What would make Hasaki upset? Well, most women don't like it when you talk about sexual stuff. Some kind of sexual harassment involving the game, perhaps. Which leaves me with only one answer.
Hamani-san, are you ignoring me? What game are you playing?
No, this is an arage.
An arage. Wait, what?
What are you so surprised for? This is an arage.
What do you mean an arage?
That's right. It's exactly what you're thinking.
The arage you're playing, what's it about?
Oh, there's a mental patient who's deluded himself into believing he's a ninja keeping watch over his little sister, and he rapes this schizophrenic spy girl who shares the same room in the sanatorium with him. It's a game about the dream the spy girl sees while she's getting raped. Well, fuck. I just made it up on the spot, so it probably sounded like nonsense. How did you make that up on the spot? But it doesn't really matter what it's about.
Oh, really? Wow. That's way too complicated for me. It sounds interesting, though. What's this scene about?
I thought she would leave right away, but oddly enough, she stayed put. What's her deal? Are kids these days just used to the oversaturation of sex in the media? I thought Hasaki would be too embarrassed to talk about this kind of stuff. How annoying. Well, I'll just make something up. The spy girl's pet bird, Red Baron, is about to drop a bomb on the enemy's secret base.
Oh, wow. So that's what arage are like.
I just ignored Hasaki and focused on the action. Side-scrolling shooters usually have enemies scroll from right to left, but this one's different because they go left to right. Also, it's not an arage, though that should be really obvious.
The art is really cute.
Well, it's a game about birds flying planes. Of course it has cute art. I just told her it was an arage to make her go away. Why is she still here?
Tamani-san, I didn't know you played games like this.
Yeah, I do.
So did I miss the scene? About the guy who thinks he's a ninja spying on his little sister?
Huh?
Oh, I just can't imagine that happening based on what's on screen, so I thought I'd ask.
Of course you can imagine it. I was lying when I said this shmup was an arage. You can't imagine it, huh? I can't really imagine it either. An arage, huh? I haven't ever played one, so I wouldn't know. I just said that part about his little sister to mess with Hasaki, but a little sister? Why would I say that? Even perverts wouldn't get turned on by their own sister. I mean, come on, it's your sister. But wait, I do remember that Mamiya Takuji had a couple games with sister in the title. I mean, granted, he barely even knows he has a sister, so whatever. A game about locking up your sister, what the fuck? I think that was called Siscan, and another one was called Siskai. There were a lot of them. Does that mean there's a demand for games like that? Which means there really are perverts who get turned on by their little sisters. What a sad world we live in.
Huh? What do you mean?
Oh, nothing. Not like I care, but why is she still here?
Do you play games like this one a lot?
Why would I play a lot of arage? I wanted to snap back at her, but... Yeah, I hide them from you, but I play arage every day. I just said something incredibly shameful. Don't worry about it. This is just to put some space between me and Hasaki. I need to keep a certain distance between us. I'm going to disappear eventually. If I become important to her, it'll only hurt her more when I disappear. So I have to be hated. I have to be loathed by everyone I meet. Even Hasaki has to hate me. If Yuki is getting cut off from the world, then that means it won't be long before I disappear. Hasaki has to forget me and live on in a world without me. She doesn't need any good memories of me to do that. Yuki Tomosane has to be a terrible person so that she doesn't grieve me when I'm gone.
Every day?
Yeah, every single day. I like to play mind break games.
Mind break?
She was completely oblivious. Hasaki probably doesn't know what I'm talking about. She probably just thinks it's like mind control or something. I like games where you can train your little sister.
Train?
She was still oblivious. That's right, people in normal society use the word train when they're talking about animals or sports.
You mean like teaching her how to do something?
I guess you could say that. No, that's not it. No, that's not what I mean. I told you, this is an arage.
Arage. Wait, what does the "gay" mean?
It's short for game.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
What did you think the gay stood for before?
Oh, I should have been able to figure that out. So what do you do to your little sister in that game?
Hasaki was definitely wavering. This is my chance. I just have to keep saying things that'll creep her out. Ugh. I'd like to, but this is kind of hard. I don't really know much about arage either. I guess there's sex since it has arrow in the abbreviation, but I don't really know what that has to do with training.
Tomoni-san.
It's arrow, so they do erotic stuff.
You mean they have sex?
That's right. They do all sorts of perverted stuff.
Perverted?
Yeah, perverted. Perverted stuff means sex in this case. This is a really strange scene.
Really?
Good job, Hasaki. Wait, why is Hasaki leading the conversation? Hasaki's downturned face was bright red. Okay, she's embarrassed, but why isn't she leaving? I can't stand this awkwardness for much longer. The sex scene is coming up.
Huh?
The sex scene is coming up, so go away.
You mean...
I hope I don't need to explain that too.
Why don't you go and do that in your room?
There's no console in my room.
Okay, but...
So get out. What? What the fuck?
Huh? You said there was a sex scene soon, right?
Yeah, that's right.
If you don't mind, I might want to watch it.
Great. Huh?
Well, I've never seen a game like that before. If you like those games, then I want to see it too. Not in a weird way. You don't really talk about yourself, so I always wonder what you're interested in.
Tomosane, can you please just be like, I'm lying to you, so you'll go away? Because this scene is already awkward enough.
So I wish I could understand you better, Tomoni-san. And this is the first time I've seen you so focused on something.
What's happening? It's not going like I expected it to. If everything had gone as planned, by now Hasaki would have yelled, Tomosane-san, you perv, I hate you. Or maybe she would have looked shocked and said, I'll leave you to your games. Why is she acting like this?
Tomoni-san, why aren't you saying anything?
I turned around and looked at Hasaki. Why is she blushing, and why are there also tears in her eyes? If she hates it that much, she should just leave. You know, Hasaki?
Yes?
Doesn't it feel like you're missing something here?
Huh? What? I'm missing something?
Of course you are. What on earth do you think I've been talking about? Everything's getting complicated now. I told you to leave because there's a sex scene coming up. There's something very important I have to do.
Something important?
You're going further fucking down this stupid ass rabbit hole. God damn it, dude. Please just tell her the fucking truth. Just be like, can you just leave me alone? This is not an eroge, it's an action game. You're stupid, and I hate you. Just say that. Like, come on. I have a sibling. It's that easy. You want them to fuck off, you say fuck off, and then they're just like, alright, fine. Or they don't do that, and then you walk away, and then that's the end of it, hopefully. It's strange that you're acting like this, Tomosane. You're very stupid. Congratulations. Ugh. Damn it, she's totally oblivious.
That's okay. No matter what happens. Yeah.
No matter what? What's her problem? She's trying to act casual even while her cheeks are burning red. Hey, Hasaki.
This is the living room, so I can be here if I want.
I can't show a little kid something like that.
I'm not a little kid, I'm an adult.
What definition of adult are you using?
Who cares about the definition? I hate how you always treat me like a kid.
If you don't like it, then go away. There's no reason for you to stay here.
That's for me to decide. Don't tell me what to do. Anyway, just keep going. I don't mind, really.
Now she's just being stubborn. I guess I can't keep up the act any longer. Seems like she's gonna stay no matter what.
But I'm surprised there are games with sex scenes on consoles.
There aren't.
Huh?
This is a television and I'm playing on a game console. Eroge are only on the PC. There's no way they could sell eroge for a console.
What?
I just said all that stuff about porn because you were annoying me. What the fuck?
There you go again. Fine. I guess you really hate being around me, huh?
Pretty much.
Tomosane, you jerk!
Hasaki pulled her hand back as far as she could, and then brought it down instantly.
Ah! Damn it, why did you hit the power button? Jerk!
What the hell? I can't save in a shmup, you know? I expected her to slap me or something. I never thought she would hit the power button. What a bummer. Very strange. July 5th. Familiar music, but with a slightly different style than my own. It's this song again. I'm guessing we're at the bar. The same song can sound completely different depending on who's playing it. Well, it might sound the same to everyone else. Yuki. Okay. The usual place, the usual piano. But the person playing was Yuki. When I woke up, Yuki was sitting right next to me. Yuki played with her eyes closed, but she had a smirk on her face, like she knew I was there. I didn't think I was working today, though. Why is Yuki playing the piano here? I looked around the room. The same guys as usual were here. I always have to wonder, it's not like this is a gay bar or anything. It's just supposed to be a normal bar. These guys probably all come here because Master has no morals. Great. Huh? Oh. Oh, the date. Today's the day of the date. I see. That's Takashima Zakuro. Why's she here? I'm here on a date with her. Yuki spoke only to me, with her eyes still closed. Naturally, her mouth didn't actually move. What do you mean, a date?
Yeah, it was just a coincidence. I saw her on the train.
On the train, huh? What were you thinking? You're both girls, aren't you?
But I look like a guy, don't I?
Still.
You're in a bad mood, huh? What, are you jealous?
Why would I be jealous of you? Yuki smiled and played the piano. There was a certain lilt in the music that wasn't there before. To the rest of them, it must have looked like she was just playing silently, but in reality, she always talks a lot while she's playing.
I haven't played this piano in quite a while.
You asked them to tune it, right? How is it?
It feels really good, but it's been more than a month since I asked Master to get it tuned.
They only finished tuning it earlier this week.
That's a bit shady, but at least it still sounds good now since he only got it done last week.
Yeah, pretty good timing there.
Well, I wouldn't say that.
The performance ended. Apparently Takashima Zakura was really impressed by Yuki's playing. Listening to her praise, I could tell that the girl wasn't the kind of person I would get along with. She wouldn't really like me, though she probably wouldn't come near if I was the personality in control. I watched Yuki and Takashima talk as I thought about that. Yuki got along with Takashima really well. Really, Yuki gets along well with anyone. She's completely different from me and Mamiya Takuji. If I had the kind of social skills she does, I can't even imagine it. Yuki is really something. It's just such a pain in the ass talking to people. I don't want to get involved with people if I don't have to. I don't want to talk to them, and I don't even want to go anywhere near them. Especially not women. I can't stand people who can just cry at the drop of a hat, like it's a normal thing that people do all the time. I never know how I'm supposed to talk to them. Men are easier, since I can just hit them and they stop bothering me. Women are just a pain in the ass. In other words, what really suits me is just being alone. I hate people too, you know? Huh? I was only thinking that to myself, so even Yuki shouldn't have been able to hear it. I was just thinking to myself, and yet... How did you know what I was thinking? I just had a feeling, but it sounds like I guessed right. Yeah, it was like you were replying to my inner thoughts. Oh, really? Lately it feels like I've been able to hear your thoughts sometimes. Is that her again? Yeah. Though anyone watching would say that even this conversation is only in our thoughts. Yeah, no one else can hear us right now. We can talk privately, just between the two of us. The brain is a mysterious organ. I wouldn't call it mysterious, I'd just call it a piece of shit. That's what I always say. Anyway, like I said, you always say you hate people, but it's not like I enjoy their company either. You're not very convincing. Why not? I like to be alone too. I'm really good at being alone. How can you be good at being alone? What, did you imagine something perverted? Don't worry, I didn't think anything like that at all. What's your problem? You can fantasize about me if you want. Why would I fantasize about you? That's ridiculous. Then who do you fantasize about? I don't fantasize about anyone. Shut up. No, you don't have a good imagination, so you prefer to watch porn? You don't really have any... I can't read. You don't really have many porno mags, though. Oh, I get it. You only like 2D girls. But you don't have any Arrow manga either. Maybe you have a stash of porn on the computer? You're getting on my nerves. Are you going to keep spouting nonsense until I pop your bubble? But you do jerk off, don't you? I don't. Liar! If a healthy boy didn't jerk off, the semen would start coming out in his sweat. Yeah, that's how that works. No, it wouldn't. What the hell do you think a healthy boy is anyway? Good boys are made of 50% kindness and 50% semen. Great one. Great bit, guys. Great joke. Why, you? You're insulting all the boys in the country, you know? No, I'm complimenting them. I said 50% is made up of their innate kindness. And the other half is pure semen. Isn't that about right? That's not right at all. It'd be terrifying if that was true. Like I said, boys are scary. That's dumb. Don't act scared about something stupid like that. Alright. So if that's true, then there's semen coming out when you sweat, too. We do share- Wait. That's Tomosane. Alright, so if that's true, then there's semen coming out when you sweat, too. We do share the same body, you know. No way! That's awful! I'll get pregnant with your child. What the fuck? No, wait. That's impossible for a lot of reasons. But your semen is mixed in with my sweat, right? I'll kill you. Oh, you want to take a shot at me for old time's sake? No cheap shots. Whoa, what's your problem? Why are you trying to fight me? And besides, there's no semen in my sweat. Yeah, right. Yeah, I am right. You can't even keep a straight face when you say that shit. But you're not jerking off at all, right? Then there's gotta be semen in your sweat. By this point, it's probably pure semen. Why, you? Alright, look here. This conversation is over. Drop it. Then we can agree. You're sweating buckets of cum. Yeah, right. You admitted it. No, I'm not admitting it. I just don't want to talk about it. Besides, even if there was semen in my sweat, how the hell would you get pregnant from it? Don't make me spell it out for you. I'm a sensitive girl, you know. Did your brain leak out of your ears? Can't you be a bit more sensitive when you're talking to girls? You shouldn't tell a girl she has no brains. I don't even know where to start with that. You're the one who was saying semen over and over, so I don't know why you expect me to be sensitive.
But don't I look like an innocent girl? I'm so cute, you know.
Not even a little. Yes, I am. Are you stupid? It's kind of rude to disregard someone's opinion and then top it off by calling them stupid.
Okay, let's get back to our serious conversation. Do you not have any interest in women?
This conversation wasn't serious for even 1 second. You're just making lewd jokes. Why the fuck is there a... Okay, I just had a pop-up.
Oh, come on. Don't young guys like you get horny sometimes?
I don't. You have ED at your age? That's not what I mean.
Then what did you mean?
You know, Mami Atakuji probably loves doing stuff like that.
Mami Atakuji does?
That's right. A thing people do when they're alone.
Oh, okay. Mami Atakuji, huh?
Doesn't he do that several times a... Wait. Doesn't he do that several times a day? That's probably why I don't feel any lust.
Oh, so I don't have to worry about getting pregnant. Good to know.
That was impossible to begin with. It was? Why do you sound so surprised? Okay, let's start from the beginning. You share the same body as the two of us.
Share the same body. That's kind of erotic. I might be getting... Okay.
You're not.
I think I understand. So you don't feel lust very often.
Yeah, that's right.
So that's why you never got turned on by your cute older sister.
Huh?
Neither me nor Hasaki. If you were a normal guy, we could do some rape roleplay or something.
Excuse? What are you talking about?
Huh? Shit, I forgot about Takashima-san.
You were on a date with her, right?
Sorry, I must be boring you, huh? Oh, not at all. Sorry, I was just having a mental meeting. A mental meeting? Don't you do that? I was just talking to the different me's in my head. You know, like, what should we have for dinner and stuff like that. Oh, I understand. I do that too. Plenty of people have mental meetings. Yes, when I was going home earlier, I was thinking about this. Conductor Takashima, we've been running on empty since lunchtime. We will need to stop for refueling soon. McDonald's spotted at 2 o'clock. Pilot Takashima taking a 90-degree right turn in 200 meters.
Okay.
We've infiltrated the store. Alright, loader Takashima. Load coins into the cannon. Ready, aim, cannoneer Takashima. Now's your chance. Fire 100 yen, bang! You acquired 1 milkshake. Something like that. Like that, huh?
What on earth? And Yuki talks about me like we're having some kind of mental meeting? Jeez.
So what was that meeting about?
Boys are made of kindness and semen, wasn't it? Like I can say that. But it's the truth.
I was just thinking, there are 2 equal but opposite forces inside every man's heart. Equal but opposite forces? That's right. Boys have 2 opposing forces within them. What are those? The first is... lust. Lust? Yeah, lust for various things. The desire to make things your own. For instance, the girl they like. No, half of a man's heart is constantly awash with that lust. You think so? Then what's the other half? The other half is kindness. Kindness? Yes. They're always careful that they don't hurt the person they love with their lust. Boys are made of just such a kindness. How about that?
So what?
Wasn't that pretty good? I didn't tell a lie. I'm pretty quick on my feet.
I don't know about that. Well, whatever. Look at her. She's bright red.
Oh, you're right.
She got bright red when you said that.
Oh, shit. She realized that was all sexual harassment. What should I do, Tomosane? She saw right through me.
No, I don't think she did.
Then why is she blushing?
It's not like she actually thinks you meant to say that boys are made up of semen and kindness.
Huh? But the meaning is the same.
Then maybe you were sexually harassing her.
Oh, I guess I was. That's a good point. I I guess I'll have to give my title as the wittiest guy around to you. I don't want it. And when did you get the title in the first place? Way before you were born. Why you? Now I'm sure your brain is leaking out your ears. Yuki kept up a conversation with both me and Takashima in that vein. She really is a talented girl. Hello. Alright, time to close up shop. Why are you making me work until close? Yeah, what's up with that? Jeez, it's weird how you and Yuki are both there at the same time. Well, whatever. Hey, Hasaki-chan. Huh? Hasaki-chan is here. I remembered she was supposed to work today. I wonder why she didn't come out. I didn't want to bother you. No, that girl was with me, not Tomosane. Why are you trying to cover for me all of a sudden? No, I knew it was you, Yuki. That's not what I was talking about. Oh, then why didn't you come talk with us? Well, it seems like Tomo-Nisan hates me. He doesn't want to be around me, I guess. What? You're bullying her again? No. He doesn't want his little sister in the house, so he plays arrogate in the living room. Whoa, what did you just say? What the hell? Didn't you just say you don't jerk off? Huh? Why the hell would you say that here? What do you mean by jerk off? No, it's a weightlifting term. They do it at the Olympics. You know, the Queen and Jerk, I think. That's impossible. Why is Tomo-chan saying he doesn't masturbate at his age? Masturbate? Wait just a second. Hasaki is right there, you know. Oh, don't worry about me. I'm fine. Yuki-san, is that true? She couldn't even talk straight. You know, he has all these cute girls around him, like me, or even you, Hasaki, and me too. But he told me he's not attracted to us at all. Why would I lie about that? Oh, so you're not attracted to us at all. Why are you getting upset about that? Tomo-Nisan, I think you're too self-centered. Why would I get upset about that? The vein in her forehead was bulging. It was kind of obvious. Either way, you should be happy since there won't be any misunderstandings. That's right, how wonderful. Not like there would be any misunderstandings about me anyway. Why are you angry? You're so self-centered. Why would I get angry about that? But you don't feel anything for me either. You don't like the big sister archetype or the little sister archetype? Then maybe I'm his type. You don't even show up on my radar. That's ridiculous. Why wouldn't I show up? What's your problem? If you don't think sisters are cute and you don't think old men are cute, it's like you're saying you don't like anymore. I don't think anyone finds old men cute. If you don't like them, you should at least like me. I made a pure, unadulterated cuteness. Don't go around telling normal people about your fucked up version of cute. Is incest normal then? Like I said, I'm not into that either. Then, what do you think is cute? Huh? What do I think is cute? Yeah, I'd like to know too. I don't think anything is cute. What the hell is cute anyway? I'm not Mamiya. If you don't want to put it that way, then what do you like in a girl? You have to have a type, right? How would I know? I've never thought about that. Maybe Echan's your type. Who's that? Who's Echan? Why are you glaring at me? Who is that? Echan is a former officer in the self-defense force, and he's gay. His real name is Echizen Kosuke. Oh, that pretty boy was a mercenary, not an officer. He had such a squeaky voice, I couldn't even believe he was a gun for hire. I'd go crazy for that cute little lover boy if I could just hear him say, I want to break open Tomosane's vault of gold. Tomo-Nisan's vault of gold? What's that? It might not actually be gold, but it's a vault that needs opening. Keep your hands off my gold, old man. What are you guys talking about? Forget it. Then who is it? Oh, I know, it's Kazu-chan. Who's Kazu-chan? Don't look at me like it's my fault. That guy's not as old, but he's still a guy. His real name is Hyodo Kazutaka.
But you seem like you'd get along well with a hardcore sadist like him, Tomo-chan. And he's really rich too. I heard him say that he had 10 billion in the bank. That was a lie. No one rich comes here. Oh, I wouldn't go that far. There are some pretty famous people who come in here. One of the famous people that's involved with this industry is Abe-san, you know? That guy's just a plain old guy.
Tomo-ni-san, there are a lot of rumors about you getting with men, aren't there? That's why he doesn't get turned on by us, Hasaki-chan. If there are that many rumors, then it must be true. I'm really sad to hear about all this.
If you just jump in bed with anyone who asks, the guys around here will eat you up in no time. You can't call those rumors. That's all just pure fabrication. And who said I was jumping in bed with any of those guys?
Then who do you like?
I don't know.
Wait, is the conversation changing course? Why are we talking about the person I like?
You don't have a favorite, huh? The other suspicious customers would be... None of your customers are suspicious in this case.
Then maybe that girl from earlier.
From earlier? Takashima Zakuro? Not at all. That's what I'd like to say, but I might be able to push Hasaki away if I say I like Takashima.
Oh, so you want to push me away?
Wait, how did you know what I was thinking?
I told her.
Why you? Why can you read my mind all of a sudden?
Which means you really were thinking that. You want to push me away.
No, I didn't mean it in a bad way. Besides, I don't like anyone. I hate people in general. What's up with that? Do you think you can just say that and run away? I'm not running away. Why do you think there has to be someone I like? I don't have any particular affection for anyone.
Oh, so you just hate people, huh? That's how much you love yourself, huh?
What makes you say that?
Only myself can love. So I hate all of the above. By Tomosane.
This is getting a bit stupid. Whenever I talk to her, it's like we just get stuck in an infinite loop. And besides, you're mistaken if you think young men are turned on all the time. In my case, I'm sharing this body with another person. Some dumbass is dealing with all that lust.
What? Are you saying I'm a horny bitch in heat?
No, I'm not talking about you. Mamiya. I'm talking about Mamiya Takuji.
Takuji-Nisan.
That's right. That's why I don't get turned on. It's not your fault, Hasaki, or yours, Yuki. That's right, and it's not my fault either. I was scared for a second there when you said you didn't get turned on by such a beautiful guy like me. You're not even on my radar. Alright, great bit, guys. This was a very non-serious episode. I suppose I'm going to end it here for now, though. This chapter, like, it seems like it hasn't really hit a serious stride yet. It's still kind of making jokes, I feel. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this episode, guys. If you liked it, then be sure to press the like button. And if you didn't like it, then fuck you too. Remember to subscribe, follow me on Twitter, and hit that notification bell to stay up to date on all my videos and stuff. And as always, my name is Godzi, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye!